This video is for discussion on rapid prototyping. What you see here is the data generation. Pressing that button, then you get a selection for the target company occupations. So you select them and the numbers of how many, for example, chemical engineers or operators, financial manager, and I'll show you what I have done on the selection, which was done already before. So it's this file, this is better. So I'd like to see the occupation on top and the code and the expenses on the left side. So here you see we have altogether 84 people in chemical engineers, chemical and plant system operator, customer service, financial analyst and manager, general manager, maintenance. And this is it. So the idea is, this is the small operating company making an improvement on products, working as a contractor, for example. So we don't have any energy, we don't have any other material cost, not even depreciation going in for that example model, but it could be easily added to the products, wouldn't be any problem. Okay, so in order to start, we simply go here and run the data. So we select, it's rapid prototyping, say OK, and you see it's calculating model via this function called DataDB, and DataDB was made via flow builder. I'll show you right after that, just to give you a glance. Now you see how that flow builder looks like. So we had those various tables and we pull them in like resource, like expense versus resource, activity versus flow and department, which was internally built and then exported, the product versus activity. If you click on here, you can see here 10 products, 56 activities, and here we made a sales table, and so those tables here, plus we made a few tables like the one you saw before, the selection table, which is not shown here, and with this we make all the mapping, the profit maps, the flow builder, and here you have then the customer cost, but in 3 dimensions, including activity. And from this we make an appropriate revenue. But this is a flow builder, and those outputs here, this function here is the function I was talking about. This function takes this whole process and down to the saving of that DataDB, down to the saving of even this here. So that is all done and made just for you to understand. So it's still calculating. So it's now importing those data I just has calculated. There are 2 data sets, and as soon as you have imported, those windows are not anymore shadowed. You can hover over them, you see what's going on. So you have a product value curve, a customer value curve. Let's start with this. And we are getting for 200 customers. So I have selected a randomization process for 200 customers and 10 products. So the total EBIT is 860, which is this, and you see the profile of the value curve. If you go here, you can see that 22% of all customers made 200% of the EBIT. Okay, so now the same is here for the product side. Just the same result but a different profile. See, same result, slightly different. So you can dig into details here. For example, say we want to go into a detail of this company. Those company names are made just on a random basis. They have no meaning really. So, and now we have activity, customer, product. So we go into the value curve for this and we go with a selection. So we have always this up which has the highest granularity. For example, repair product, and we have more on this, so this is 62,000. Okay, we have now this is just the cost of it. That's fine, we leave that. Just to see how easily you can drill into all kind of details. Result. Those mountains for customers and products showing you where you have the biggest potential. This is based on a tag 15. So the 15 essential data come up only. And here we have now the two-step profit increase and that wave curve related to this. As I used to say here, too good to be true, so 10-20% of the wave curve we had here. Fact is, you continue to go and grow on your profitability and you're not depending on a few, like here, a few customers, and that stops. However, you need to get from here to there, and there is certainly a change management project involved, definitely. Okay, and here we have, you'll see that with all the dimensions, and I can select and what have you, no problem. Also, I did have, when I saw Gary Kogan's work on rework on non-conforming material, his presentation, I was thinking about the following. So I have picked from those words like repair, like in those tasks you could find and you can select, and by a selection process I got this, what I call waste part of it. So if I now take the waste part and I simply do the following, I would, and here's what we get with this. So now I have that activity, and you see this task is almost very long, and the search on those words like repair and rework, and we had a couple of move and defect and that kind of stuff. So the search throughout those tasks, and from this here we now see the task cost for the waste part. As you can see here, they are shortened relative to the task labels. Yes, this is just a little study. So look, here is the file with altogether 354,000 entries. It has a code, it has 3 data, a data value, and the upper and lower confidence interval. So this stands for detailed work activity, general work activity, intermediate work activity, the task, 15,000, the type, and description means how often, the frequency once per year, once per month, daily, several times a day. This is what I'm using, and through the selection process we going into those codes, and then we have DVA, which I renamed activity. From there I have the activity cost and all what goes with it. Just to make that clear again.